kind of what happens, isn't it, when you excessively stroke it. Is prone to strains, and you got to be careful, Pete.
You have well, when you're excessively stroking the cat or the dog, you have got to be careful.
Yeah, when you constantly rubbing the pussy.
Yeah.
You can't stop, and
No, you can't.
And you're getting that feedback, from the pussy, and clearly more, and then you start going in on it a bit, and up in the tempo, and
but you can't up it too much.
Gotta be careful, Peaks, ain't you?
You gotta be careful, Ram. Yeah.
It is possible to overdo it.
Oh well, yeah. It's easy to overdo anything.
I know. So, well, you learned the hard way, eh, kid?
Yeah, I did.
Some things just have to be said. To all the monkey lovers out there in England, down under, the States, around the world, in KoWaK. Monkey lizards make very good lovers. That's right, it's true. We're very good lovers.
We're very, very good lovers.
I've heard.
Well, you've got two of the best on screen today. Two of England's finest lovers. And we don't discriminate, do we, Peaks?
No, we don't.
No. As far as we're concerned, any hole is a goal.
Any thespian is a thespian.
We support thespians.
We do.
We support homoism. We support thespianism. Anything really.
Yeah.
Anything that's got a pulse. I mean, old Pity is even pro koala.
Well, that's Pity needs to stop with the koalas because he's absolutely riddled.
And he can't help it, Peaks. Whenever he goes down under, he always has a dabble.
Needs to stop.
But Peaks, because love is the universal word. Love is love.
Love is love.
To be honest, it doesn't really matter. It don't matter what shape or size or how many bits they've got or how jiggly they are. It doesn't really matter. It's all about the love.
There you go.
Pro-inclusivism.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say. So Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Welcome. We're building Lego. Bob's building Lego. Bob.
What's Bob building today?
Bob, what are you building? Well, we are still on this creator kick. So these little creator sets are so cute. 3-in-1 little sets. Look. So we did we finished the little space shuttle last week. There's the space shuttle. So there you go. This week it's either a helicopter. Oh, it says 3-in-1. Yeah, helicopter, some kind of spaceship, or a robot. We're gonna do the helicopter, I think. So there you go. So that's the thing. There's the space shuttle.
Nice.
There you go. And we finished our taxi yesterday. There's our taxi.
Very nice. Yeah, I missed your building stream yesterday. I ended up having a nap.
That's okay. It's acceptable. So good way to spend a Saturday.
I mean, to be honest, I'm on codeine, so.
Well, you've been let's just hold it up for us, Peaks. You've been going over the top a little bit, haven't you? I mean,
I generally don't know how I ended up doing it, but for those who are wondering what I've done, I've torn a tendon.
We did warn Peaky, we have explained, that we are pro everything, as we've just said, including self-love. So whether it was we're
It
not
wasn't
we're not
self-love, I can
well
tell
we're
you that.
not well we're not discriminating. However it was done, you
I
can go over
think
the top
so.
sometimes.
I have an
Over
idea of how it happened because I suffer with repetitive strain injury from using a mouse all the time.
right, okay. Introducing mice, okay.
Well, no, a mouse.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Because obviously doing editing and thumbnails and all of that, I'm constantly using the mouse. So, and being a gamer as well, like I'm always doing something with the mouse and keyboard.
Tapping away.
So obviously I don't
filling-
move my arm when I'm using a mouse and keyboard. I just move my wrist.
excessive wrist use, fiddling with your knobs and your
So
buttons.
I think I had a bit of a flare up of that at the start of the week, and then doing a manual handling job in retail. Obviously, I'm working deliveries non-stop during the week, and I think I just overdid it at work, which resulted into me now having to wear a brace.
It's a good story, Peaks. It's a good story. I mean,
So
we'll go with it. We'll go with it.
I'm
We'll
out
go
of
with
action. I can't play games at the moment. I can't go and do airsoft at the moment. So you're probably going to be stuck with me on here for a couple of weeks.
That hunky airsoft instructor's gonna be missing you then.
No, they're not actually that hunky.
I don't know. You seem quite keen. You're always scampering down there. So...
Yeah, because I like going out and shooting people.
You like shooting people, don't you? Yeah.
Just like to shoot people.
Oh dear. Oh, what you like? Well, you're young. You're young. You can.
Yeah.
You can get
Are
away
we having anyone else join us today, Rum?
God no, probably not. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like it's one of those quiet days today where everyone's resting up. I know Luna Girl's looking after her family, so she's busy, and
Yeah.
Chip was doing something. I think people are busy today, so probably a chilled day. Probably just the two of us. There's some of the army in the chat, so should we say hello to some of the people in the
Yeah,
chat?
who's in the chat? Gap Attack.
You can always rely on the general, can't you? The general's always
Cam.
here. He's always there lurking, isn't he? Some might say perving. Some might say perving.
I'd say perving.
Perving, lurking.
Especially when you never see his face.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Mr. B is here. Mr. B.
B.
And Pete's Toys and Tings as well.
P.
Oh, every group needs their own pirate, don't they?
Yeah, and Pete's our pirate.
He is our pirate. He for sure is. For sure. We are having a good weekend. I think so.
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
Well, I'm back at work tomorrow, which is a bummer.
I'm not. I'm off for a week.
Oh, beautiful.
Which is, I think, is a good thing that I like. Obviously, because it's holiday, not obviously time off sick.
Yeah.
So I think having a week off is gonna do me wonders with my wrist.
Well, it is if you don't, if you put it down for a week.
I can't. I've got videos to record this week, so I'm still going to be recording videos and making thumbnails and editing. So
well, maybe you need a week off of OnlyFans.
I don't even know what. Ram, I don't even know how to log into OnlyFans.
Mr. B is making a custom Darth Talon for David Corral. Oh, beautiful. Oh, she's hot. And he also made a Rick Deckard. The Blade Runner. Rick Deckard, the Blade Runner. No, I'm sure. Yep, the Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Keely's here. Keely's here.
Keely.
The Duffster as well. The Duffinator.
Duffman.
The Duffinator's here. There he is. Chip Ganassi, aka the White Shadow.
I miss you, Chip.
He was out. He was model building yesterday, and we did some Baldur's Gate yesterday. and then last night he threw out our rules on inclusivism, and he and John dumped me and played the last epoch on PC gaming without me. Yeah, so that was a thing. It was a bit hurtful, Peaks, if I'm honest. Bit hurtful, but got a thick skin and everything. So
You got to earn your KoWaKiaN.
you have to. Right. Well, we're also joined from another dimension.
Dave!
By our very own Ghostbuster.
I heard you guys needed a little extra help here, so I figured, hey, I have this little kit right here, so I'd come on and build with you guys.
Why did Coyote?
We love you, Dave. This is what Dave. This is what he does. You see, this is what he. This is.
I've actually wanted to speak to Dave for a while because I want to know what Dave's thoughts on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire trailers are.
Do you know? I want to know that as well. So bloody perfect timing.
You want to know? You want to know my thoughts? This is what I was doing yesterday, upgrading my HasLab.
Oh!
Ooh.
Are you excited for it?
You have no idea. I'm excited for it. Mrs. Dimension is excited for it. We are in the process of, in fact, in the trailer, there's black jumpsuits that are featured.
Oh.
So we already got our jumpsuits. We're prepping the patches and everything. So we're getting our suits ready for next month.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
New patches featured from the movie.
Nice.
Wink.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm psyched for it. We got the pins. You know, we go all out.
Very good.
You know, we got the suits right here.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, this is, and I don't know if you guys have been reading anything about it, but the directors, the writers have also said that the originals, these are not cameos. They have full-blown parts throughout the entire movie. So it's not like, oh, we're showing up for like 20 minutes towards the end of the movie. So
yeah, kind of like what they done in Afterlife. They were a cameo more than anything.
Yeah, kind of was, but it's gonna be. I mean, I mean, if you guys saw the trailers, it's like I know
supposed to be the one.
I know people who haven't watched Ghostbusters, but they saw the trailer. They're like, I have to go see this now.
Yeah.
So
this is supposed to be the one. I think this is the one, isn't it? This is the proper comeback. I think, isn't it?
I look at Afterlife as it was a continuation, but in a way, it was a soft reboot or it was a way, because a lot of people say, well, you know, I saw that this movie has kids. My kids are kind of interested. Should I have them watch Ghostbusters 1? I said, you don't have to. You can have them start off with Afterlife, because I think Afterlife comes off a bit more family friendly.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, let's be honest, there's some scenes in Ghostbusters that, you know, I'm sure Pilly and a few of Salacious's cohorts might be more apt to, especially since, you know, Bill Murray shows up at Dana's apartment. He just happens to have a bunch of drugs in his bag, you know, like he just brings drugs to sedate her. So, you know, it's a thing. So
Pilly's all over the the terror dogs. And what's the girl called?
Gozer.
Pilly's
Gozer the Gozerian.
Pilly's hot for Gozer the Gozerian.
Well, if you saw Afterlife, Gozer, you know, made its return.
Yeah.
I will give them, they done massive, well done to them, like recasting Gozer for that film.
Olivia Wilde? Yeah.
Yeah, they done a perfectly good job of recasting.
And I'm sorry, she's always going to be number 13 from House. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So she's always going to be 13 for me. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got a bunch. We got Patton Oswalt. We got so many people.
We got Thingy from Eternals in it as well, haven't we?
Yeah. He's in there.
James A. Caster is in it.
Yep. I mean, we got a lot of. I mean, Walter Peck.
Yeah.
Is back. I'm like,
It looks like he's the mayor.
Oh God, I hope not, because you see
see
him in an
back.
office.
Yeah,
like,
Peck's back.
William Atherton. I mean, I'm just waiting for
Absolutely.
like Paul Rudd to make a a dick joke at him. I mean, come on, it's probably going to happen. It's
Yeah.
But I mean, if you
Welcome,
saw the
General Jumpy, and also General Gap is now with us.
nice, hey Gap.
Gap
Let me
was showing off.
let me.
There you go. Go on, Gap.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted.
I muted you because you were making pig noises. For some
Oh wait,
reason.
how do you shut the cam off? Okay, there we go. Hey Dave.
Hey,
Peaky Bum.
Hey, Gappy.
Peaky, given your arm, are you ambidextrous, or are you going to have to learn that skill?
He's going to have to learn it.
I use everything I do, like writing, like my mouse, like even just using my phone is all right-handed.
Everything, Peak. Everything.
I'm having to learn how to do everything with my left hand at the moment.
I thought you already knew that. Giggity.
No, it's really annoying though, because obviously to unlock my phone, I have to use my thumb, because obviously got fingerprint recognition.
Oh.
I use my right thumb, and because I'm using it in my left hand, it's really awkward.
Get yourself an iPhone. Just do the face scan. There you go.
Peaky, I saw your OnlyFans and your left hand was working just fine.
I don't have an OnlyFans.
Can everyone say hello to Luna Girl and wish Luna Girl best wishes?
LG.
Hey, LG.
Hello, Luna Girl. Best wishes.
I will never.
Is she not feeling well, or?
She's at the hospital with
family.
Yeah.
Oh, hope everything turns out well.
We've got Bill from Weird Fantastic Toys joining us.
Hello, Bill.
And Mr. Jonathan Blinky as well. Mr. Jonathan Redmond.
Jonathan Blinky.
The number 2 in the world, not blinking after Salacious.
Where's your executive assistant? Should be demoted for not showing up.
No, he's been playing up recently. I'll be honest with you, Gap.
Yeah, okay.
He's been
fair enough.
He's been a bit uppity at the moment.
Well, Shanty's back in Florida now, so he's probably in Shanty's bushes.
Yeah.
I can never walk by a bush. I always think of G4.
Why, you think Sugar Bush is going to be there?
Oh, yeah. I need me some sugar today.
What else we got? We've got 23 of the army in the house. So who else we got? Oh, we've got Rolo Bots.
Hello, Rolo.
Rolo been coming out with toy hunt
multiversal
videos
moderator
on YouTube recently.
Yeah, he's smashing those out.
I've been enjoying watching them. I've been watching everyone's stuff, but because I now watch it all on my TV with a Fire Stick, I can't comment. But I do watch, and I do like when I can. So
you think with all this technology, you could comment with a Fire Stick, I mean,
you can, but it just takes ages to type everything out.
Well, I mean, hypothetically, if he's watching on a Fire Stick, he could always break out the old cell phone and just respond to the app.
I think the truth is he's normally
he just doesn't care.
Yeah, he's using his other hand for something else normally.
I thought that's what he had his assistants for, his ladies.
I don't get no ladies.
Yeah, what happened to that girl you were going out with, Peaky Bum?
Same thing that always happens. It didn't work out.
Oh,
she saw your room. Much for her to handle.
No, things just.
They say lift with both hands, Peaky. Okay, lift with both hands.
I always seem to go for girls that live really far away. Like at the moment, I'm talking to someone from Scotland.
Oh my gosh, Scott!
Well, if they bring back Prima Noctra, then
To be honest, Scotland
you
isn't
could by
really that
law.
far away.
I'm sorry. Every time someone says that word, I automatically flash to was it Age of Ultron when Tony Stark says, "Well, if I lift a hammer, I'll bring back Humanatra." Like,
Does he say that? Does he?
yeah, he actually says that in the movie. So it's funny you said that. I just flashed on him.
To be honest, Scotland isn't that far away because I could just jump on a plane for an hour and I can be in Scotland. So
if he's allowed to say it, then Google can't ban me from saying it.
No.
Lady Catherine's with us. Lady Catherine.
Cat,
who would dare?
I keep meaning to jump on your streams, and every time I wake up, they're finished.
Do you know what she's bought recently? Which we're all waiting.
Are you allowed to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Glow in the dark paint.
Ooh.
So,
I'm assuming for the home.
Well, I was kind of hoping naked streaking, late night streaking would be on the cards.
I think that's going to be for some Godzilla figures, right?
There might not be enough vodka in the world for that.
ABD. Sorry, I missed your stream last night.
It was a very good stream, Nick. You did very, very well. Well.
I was watching Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
How was that?
I mean, because I've only ever seen that one. I haven't seen the other newer Planet of the Apes films, so I'm starting from the beginning and ready for when this new one comes out.
I'm excited about the new one, Peaky.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the trailer and it looks really good, so I was like, I kind of need to watch the others before I go and watch this one.
The
last one I saw was, it was the one with what's his name, James Franco. That's the last one I saw.
That's the one I watched last night.
Yeah, that's the last one I saw.
Yeah.
Who did not go see Madam Web?
I'm not going to go see it.
Me, I haven't seen it. I've been hearing bad stuff about it, but I mean,
I asked my friend,
we might go see it today.
One of my friends went and saw it, and I asked him to give me an honest review. And he was like, mate, if you don't like, because he knows I don't like the Sony verse, he was like, just don't bother. I was like, okay. Okay.
I mean, the Sony verse, I mean, the first Venom was good.
Yeah, but what I mean is I don't like how they're doing Spider-Man films without Spider-Man.
I mean,
yeah.
Thanks to No Way Home.
This Craven film coming out.
Yeah, don't get me started on Craven. I mean,
Spider-Man's not even in it.
Wait, Wes Craven?
No, Craven the Hunter.
Oh,
and they're using Kick-Ass. The actor who played Kick-Ass is going to be Craven.
He's also the guy who played Quicksilver in.
Yes, he's been recycled a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's a Marvel, we're recycling an actor. I mean, you could get away with saying a multiverse.
Hey, Joshy boy, how's it going, dude?
Hello, Joshy.
I'm sorry, he can work out as much as he wants. Unless he bulks up, he's not going to look like Craven to me.
I don't like. So what's an issue with this Craven film is just from the premise they've given in the trailer is that he becomes this great hunter for the fact that he gets a lion's blood mixed in with his.
Yeah. I mean, was it radioactive lion's blood?
I don't think so. No.
Give us something like that. I mean, or like maybe he was blessed with some kind of a totem. He was near death in ancient totem.
No, it was on a just through watching the trailer on a hunting trip with his dad.
Yeah, who he hates. Isn't that right?
Yeah. And like they hinted that Rhino is going to be in this Craven film, and just through the hint, it looks like Rhino is somehow turned from human into a rhino hybrid. He's not going to be like in a suit or anything, which is what Rhino is always the guy that's chemically bonded into a suit. That's how he's more or less always been, apart from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, where he was in a mechanized suit. But I feel like I've said this quite a few times now, but I feel like Sony just need to give all movie rights back to Marvel. They can keep merchandise and keep video game rights and everything.
Yeah, but even Marvel's struggling Because I mean,
I feel like Marvel have done a real good job with Spider-Man. So giving them more access to Spider-Man characters, they should be able to do a lot more justice to those characters.
I think right now the only thing Marvel's doing right is Spider-Man, and that was what, a year and a half ago, maybe now.
Well, we've so it's been confirmed that we're getting another Tom Holland Spider-Man film before the 2 Avenger films.
Now,
because it's going to tie into those.
The only exciting thing about Marvel right now is Deadpool.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Because Fantastic Four, I mean, no disrespect, but Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, he's 48 years old. How many more movies are you going to get out of him? And when has he ever played a scientist?
When I saw
him doing that.
When I saw that casting, I was really excited for everyone.
I was hoping for him as Doom, maybe.
Yeah, I could see him as Doom.
I think he could have done a very dark, get Pedro Pascal to play a dark character in Doom. I could have seen it. You know, make him Dr. Doom, but they're going a completely different route.
His casting was the only one I wasn't too happy. Like Vanessa Kirby as Sue, brilliant.
Okay,
bring it on.
Just quickly, folks. Ghosty, because I want to move on. Ghosty says there is no Dana, only Zool. So I'm just keeping the chat. Carry on, because it's good conversation.
It's true.
And I feel like the guy who plays Eddie Munson in Stranger Things is a good choice for Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
What about John Skrzynski? Should have been Mr. Stretch or whatever, Rubber Man or whatever.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic.
Rubber Man.
Rubber Man. Hey, of course, Rubber Man for Cap.
That's what his wife Sue Storm calls him in the bedroom. Okay, he's Rubber Man.
Yeah.
Rubber Man.
You know.
I've not heard much of the guy that's playing Ben Grimm's, but just looking at him, he looks a good fit.
Well, you don't even have to look at him because he's going to be CGI.
That's the thing. But also, what do you think of just through what they've shown in that teaser picture? It looks like it's going to be based in the 60s.
Yeah, the only thing that would make sense about that if either some aspect of Deadpool or some aspect of Deadpool's multiversal jumping causes Fantastic Four to join the Prime Marvel Cinematic Universe, or there's going to be some kind of Captain America type frozen in time or time travel or some aspect to it.
Yeah, I think
that's the only thing that's going to make sense.
I feel like they could be from another multiverse or from, like I said, from the 60s inside the actual main MCU universe, and there's some kind of time skip, time travel-esque thing. I'd be quite happy with that because it would work with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Can everyone say hello to our Emperor, please? Pod Racing Palpatine.
Palp.
What is like
Emperor?
What is like bidding?
But I feel like I think it's a good. Where the fun begins.
Yeah, you do need something mechanical to touch that arm.
I feel like Marvel is going down on the production of films is also a good thing. They're not pumping. No, Megazord did not fall on her head.
Ghosty owns land in Scotland now, so he might be able to get you a Scottish virgin.
So he's Lord now, huh?
Yeah, apparently so.
Lord
I also feel like Marvel not pumping out three to four films a year is a good thing.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people have been talking about the Marvels.
Super Jump.
I thought it was decent. It's just that it felt like they edited the hell out of it.
Yeah, there was. I thought that as well.
And,
I mean, I liked it. It was quite cool to see. You kind of got a hint of what Carol was up to in between, the events of Endgame and everything else like that.
I mean, it felt like they edited the hell out of it. And two, what was the whole purpose of that singing planet? That was just really stupid. Someone at Disney was like, "Hey, let's make it like a kind of a Bollywood type planet where everyone has to sing in order to communicate." And I'm like, this is just the stupidest thing ever. And I mean, it could have been better. Could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
And as far as the contrast, it doesn't make sense because we get this dark kind of, you know, internally hurt and emotions, just angered, you know, Nick Fury in Secret Invasion, and then we get him up in space just having a good old time. You know, it just it's like, no, that doesn't make sense. You know, unless it takes place out of timeline. I don't know.
I feel like I said, like now we're only possibly going to be getting 1 to 2 movies a year with Marvel. It's going to help with the production of all of their other projects.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know.
Because
people are getting marveled out.
They are if they mess up X-Men, that's it. That's
if
game
they
over.
because if you look at the start of the MCU from when like Iron Man came out, it was only 1 to 2 movies a year, and then they started pumping 3 out.
They mess up X-Men, you might as well just call Marvel DC. Okay.
So I agree, man. They have got to be.
I
really
hope they don't.
now.
I've got a feeling they won't mess it up because I think they know.
Hey, John. Hey, Super John.
They know how much the X-Men means to fans. So,
how do you feel? How does everyone feel about John going against inclusivism?
I think it's damn right atrocious what happened.
Off with his head.
Yeah. I think so. You know,
I think
we're having a nice game of Baldur's Gate yesterday on PS5. You know, where everyone's welcome. That's got a PS5. You know, it's. You know, and then him and Chip decide to go and do PC gaming and exclude the rest of us and do their own little thing. You know?
Let's pop one of John's Yoda heads off.
Great idea. Great idea. The penance.
Sounds like you might be starting a war there.
Ghost reckons X-Men aren't for another 2 or 3 years down the road yet.
Yeah, they won't be.
There's a lot of stuff that's kind of like far off now.
I think they're still obviously with Deadpool and Wolverine coming out this year now. They're trying to find a good place to fit the X-Men into the timeline. Which take your time with it. I want to see the X-Men interact with other Marvel characters in the MCU, but take the time.
Like the song goes from the 90s, take your time, do it right.
Yeah.
Look, here's what I used to be called. I even have my own road sign.
No, let's give him the screen. He's been very good. He's been quite patient today. He's been very good. No gap. So what's he showing us?
Speaking of which, there's a lot of talk about Stargate coming back.
That used to be my YouTube handle, and somebody one of my fans made this metallic sign for me.
What do you call your fans' gap? The gap, the gappers,
the attackers.
The attackers. Is that your the attack squad? General Gap and the attack squad.
Yeah, Peaky, you're looking pretty good there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was just before I had a shave.
Jumpy's got his cucumber squad, and you've got your attack squad. Then the attackers, General Gap and the attackers.
I got the Peaky Army. That's what I call my little group.
The Peaky Army.
Peaky Army.
Okay. My pussy is not amused.
Oh, I stepped away for a second and suddenly here talking about your what? Oh, your cat. Oh, okay.
I have 3.
So do I. I have 2 black cats and one that's well, I call her my tiger assassin.
We are not exclusivising him. I think there was some Mega Demon. How's it going, Mega Demon?
Hello.
There you go.
Mega Demon.
How's it going?
Are you and I on the same wavelength, Rum? Because look what I was working on. Space shuttle.
I think we may be. There may be some synchronicity going on. Look, although yours looks bigger than mine.
What shuttle is that?
Wow, look at that.
It just says space shuttle Kit
Okay.
Plastico. It's
So they
just
don't give you
generic.
like a decal, so you can be like
Yeah,
Challenger,
I just
Discovery,
haven't.
Enterprise.
Yeah, they do. I just haven't finished it.
That's nice.
I
That's nice. Is it a clip
I
together
like
set or
your video collection there.
Yes, it is a clip. I learned from the master. Snap and clip is easier.
yeah?
Yeah.
Raw's Office here says the gap ticklers. I like that. The gap ticklers. Very good. The gap ticklers. Hashtag Peaky Army. There's a couple of members of the Peaky Army there.
Peaky Army. Good Army.
Although it's probably more of a squad than it really. Peaks.
No, because it's
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Not a
I'm just
brigade.
joking. Just joking. Just joking.
Can you have a
Do
squad of
these-
one, Rick?
Do these space shuttles have Canada arms? Of course, no space shuttle around does not have a
Has
Canada
Canada.
arm. They all have Canada arms.
It's an army, you know, 598 people on YouTube, so it's an army.
Well, you're close to 1,000 now, huh?
Right.
Very good.
402 to go.
Very good.
We're getting there.
And what are you going to do when you hit 1,000?
I don't know yet. I wanna do something special.
Naked dance.
He's going to streak through the street.
Streaking. Yeah, we all vote for naked streaking.
I might possibly do like a
gun of dark paint.
if I get to like 990, then I might do like a massive 24-hour live stream to see if we can hit 1,000 on air.
He's going to wear glow in the dark paint.
Hey, Peaky, can we see you naked, but you can wear a diaper and a pacifier when you hit 1,000?
No.
And then he has to say, "Not the mama."
I'll burp you.
I would pay good money for that.
I'm gonna go now.
Don't go, Peaks. Don't go. Don't go. Peaks is coming to the NEC, so we're gonna.
I'm gonna be heading to the NEC for the toy fair.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
What you got lined up for the NEC? What's your schedule? What's your check marks?
Mainly Power Ranger stuff.
Nice. Hey, Peaky, speaking of which, I am not collecting. I have no plans to collect any more Lightning collection anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, it's on hiatus, so
I've moved on to bigger and better things.
Oh, not Super 7.
Yes.
Oh.
Have a little look. Have a little look. Have a little look. Nice.
This
they
is
are
the,
good. Those Super 7 6-inch.
They're all right.
They are good, aren't they?
Let me give you let me explain my reasoning. Okay, a lot of these figures I'm finding for like 40 and 33 and $30. I even saw someone had I think it was a Goldar for 27 on Amazon, like brand new. So at those prices, I'm getting all the accessories. It's a 7-inch instead of like the 6-inch figures.
Yeah.
I mean it, and the paint apps they're on point. They're so on point compared to like well, here, let me just.
Hey,
well,
Rex.
That's kind of the reason why the Lightning collection has gone on this break, is so they can sort out these paint issues, accessory issues.
I mean, Rita Repulsa, she looks insanely awesome, and you get soft goods.
Oh yeah, she good. Everyone say hi to Rex, please, from Millennium Workshop.
Hey,
Rex.
Hello, Rex.
Yeah, that Rita's good. The I've got the Conan figures, and they are amazing.
Cool.
I mean, the staff with the chain, and I mean the paint details. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'll give you that. You
got to have the green candle too. I mean,
I haven't got the space to collect 2 different Power Ranger lines like that.
Gerard.
Hey, Gerard.
Well, I may be cycling some of my Lightning collection figures out so I can do that. I did. I mean, I even got a couple months ago. I got the Ascension Megazord and the Dragon Zord. I kind of want to. I'm gonna wait until Hasbro does another warehouse sale so I can get the the mega ship from.
The Astro Mega.
Yeah,
one of my
but
favorite Zords.
I just I just can't justify that for 165.
I have the
for right
original
now. Yeah.
Gap,
I mean,
you
it looks
you
great.
were inquiring about the Monkey-Lizard Army's executive special assistant, and he's just rocked up. Look, here he is. He says he's sitting
At a bush.
service, at a bush at a service station, getting an oil change and an inspection.
Are they going to hike up your rear end and check the struts, G-force?
Yeah, I'm not. See, that's the thing with me is that those Zap Megazords from Hasbro are nice, but I quite like having the originals.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. They are nice. I've never had the originals except for when I was younger. I had bought my brothers the Zeo Megazord and the Super Zeo Megazords, and they had
So
the Shogun Zords.
You mean this
Yes.
Zeo Megazord?
Yes.
And
hold on, Shoshu Zeo Megazord. I don't know what one of those is. Shoshu Zeo Megazord.
So that's the Zeo Megazord.
Oh yeah, he's good.
That's huge.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
And
like
then
the big ones.
This is the Super Zeo Megazord.
Gap and I both like the big ones.
Yeah, look at that. Whoa.
That's a good one. Look at that.
And what's cool about that one is like each of the limbs, the body parts, they all separate into basically like regular robots.
It transforms,
so it's not
or
like
you
vehicles.
take them all apart. Do you take the leg apart and make one, or?
Yeah. So if I take the legs off, or the feet off,
the feet are one by itself, and then the rest of the leg is another one robot, and then the waist area is a robot by itself.
That's cool.
Can we say hello to Blue Sasquatch, please?
Hello,
Hey,
Blue Sasquatch.
Hey,
Papa Squatch Pizza. I'm still waiting for my pizza here, Squatch.
Hello, Mr. B.
That was the feet.
Yep. Oh, you've got a little pink one, Peaks.
Yep. Yeah, so that was the feet from that Zord.
He's got a cute little pink one, Gap.
I actually, well, if people are interested in seeing my Megazord collection, I do have a playlist on my channel.
Oh,
now I always thought that they should have went. Okay, they did the MMPR Megazord, then they did Dragon Zord. They should have went. They haven't given us the Tiger Zord yet. I think it's in the pipeline, but they just skipped ahead to In Space. They could have gave us Zeo.
I mean,
which would
I'm
be
not
cool.
surprised they skipped ahead and went to the In Space
because
Megazord,
that's how they do it with the figures.
Because the In Space Megazord, like, let's be honest, if you don't know, Power Rangers In Space saved the franchise.
Yeah, it did. It reinvented it because they destroyed the power chamber. The Rangers lost powers.
Yeah, because
Zordon's existence was at risk. So it went a lot darker.
What happened is Power Rangers Turbo almost killed the franchise.
Oh,
yeah. So when they brought In Space out, it completely saved Power Rangers.
Can everyone say hello to Blue Harvest, please?
Hello, Blue Harvest.
Hey, Mark. How you doing? Mark, I will be heading, if you don't know, I will be heading to the NEC for the Toy Fair.
There we
I'll
go.
be seeing your beautiful face.
There we go. We've got a whole crew going to this NEC. It's going to be good.
Have. Squad goals.
Are you guys going to take over?
Probably. Can you imagine all of us are going to be filming as well, Bob?
Yeah, I know. There's
if all of us are going to be filming there as well, that's going to be chaos.
You guys are going to be filming each other.
Well,
filming each other, filming the filming.
We're probably all going to be meeting up the night. Well, from what I know, there's going to be a big meet up the night before, so there might be some vlog footage for that as well.
Yeah, Rex. That was always hilarious. He mentions how what's his name? He was a kid, and whenever he morphed, he was like full size adult.
Oh, Justin.
Blake Foster. Yeah, Blake Foster's character.
Yeah,
that was always hilarious.
Oh,
if new people are here and they haven't seen my Megazord collection, there's a playlist on all of my Zords, and I go into the backstory of the Zords in each season as well.
Nice. What was your all-time favorite Megazord?
Oh, easy. I've already shown it off on camera.
It's called Easy?
No, it's an easy choice.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you. So it's called what?
This one.
Oh,
Whoa,
the
look
Mega
at
Ship.
that.
Okay. The Mega Ship is just like a big transformer, except the head is a shuttle itself. In fact,
Yeah.
That
feel like I
sword
need.
looks
Feel like I need.
dangerous.
Feel like I need a Megazord. Feel like I need a Megazord.
Yeah, the head turns into the space shuttle.
Speaking
Now
of space
that's
shuttles,
cool. That's
but
cool.
they didn't call it NASA. It was Nasada.
Yeah, it was Nasada.
What is the quintessential Megazord? Like the archetypal, the OG, the Megazord of Megazords. What is the one? Oh, don't all answer at once.
Trying to put a Megazord back together one-handed is not easy.
Don't talk over each other.
Sorry. Sorry.
No, I'm thinking actually.
I mean, it's probably got to be the Megazord that started it off, which is the MMPR one.
Right. Can we have a look at that one? That's got to be
Yeah,
if I'm going to get one, if that's the one, then that's the one. Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to show off my Big Die X robot, which I've now built. For those of you that are into a bit of old school 1980s Japanese TV. There's the Big Die X. He's very much Megazord inspired, I think, or maybe this predates the Megazord actually, because this comes apart into little ships as well. So there we go, Big Die X. All right, from one big robot to another. Oh, Dave's got one as well.
Yeah,
this is the Ascension Megazord.
Ah, I like that one.
I mean, it's good height right here. And they really put a lot of detail in it. It's a lot better than the cheaper ones that they had. Because Hasbro had a cheaper one that came out.
How old's he?
Well, this is the Ascension Megazord, so this is about a year and a half, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is recent. In I think on Big Bad Toy Store, he's actually on sale.
And how would he set you back?
I got him when he was actually on a warehouse sale with a Hasbro, so I got about I think after tax maybe 140 after tax, which isn't bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
I mean, there are like if you can get the Japanese imports, those are a little bit better, like the full die cast. But like he disassembles, but Hasbro made this like the sword. It looks awesome right there. They did a nice finish on it.
Oh my god, that is
I wish they did.
huge.
I wish they did this kind of detail on all their stuff, but sadly they don't.
Is it just me, or is anyone not seeing Blue Sasquatch or Blue Harvest texts? Well, I probably need a mod to look at that then, because I'll be honest, those that know me, I don't do any moderation at all, ever. I just whatever it is, but there are quite a few mods. Yeah. So if one of the mods has put Blue Harvest in some kind of
I can see
mode,
this is I see Blue Harvest. Are you still wanting this LP Peaky? I can see it here.
Oh, some people say they can't see it. That's it's not come from me, by the way.
I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
On StreamYard, it allows you to stream to your individual channels.
Okay.
So if like me, I'm actually I clicked on it to help promote it on my channel.
Oh, okay.
So if somebody's watching on my channel or someone's watching on Peaky's channel, they're not going to see everyone's comments. They're only going to see those who are commenting in the live chat on that channel. So that's probably it.
I see. There you go. That's the reason then.
Yep. It's something goofy that StreamYard's been doing. I'm like, well, if you're going to do that, why not just make it so that the chat is shared as well? Because obviously, we're in the dashboard for StreamYard, we can see everyone chatting. Yeah. So just broadcast that out, but they don't for some reason.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Gareth.
Mirage Braven. I don't know
Hello,
Mirage.
Mirage.
I've never met Mirage before. In fact, welcome to the stream, Mirage.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Well, do
Yeah,
I know Mirage?
this is
No,
the
Mirage.
original one. Rum.
Okay, let's put you on screen.
It's the original 90s
yeah.
one.
Yeah. Very good.
You can tell the
Yeah, he looks
difference.
cool. Yeah, he's a bit chunkier, probably a little bit less refined.
Yeah.
Definitely more blocky.
Stickers instead of paint decal.
Yeah. But cool though. Like a big, you know. Who doesn't like big chunky robots at the end of the day? Big chunky mech. Probably, you know.
Now
Mirage says
I do have
Zap
the
Megazord is 1/144th scale.
I've actually got two Dragon Zords, Dave.
So do I. Now here's the Ascension Dragon Zord.
Let me get.
And I got Super 7.
Oh, cool.
But look at like they're the same size actually, just about.
Yeah.
Height wise. But look at Super 7. They got the rockets just blasting all over the place, but Hasbro, they just did straight across.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know.
Now, the Super 7 is cheaper though, but the thing is, this one will actually transform with the Megazord I just showed you guys.
Okay.
So you can do like the different modes and everything, and plus, I mean, it does have a nicer kind of faux metallic finish to it.
Yeah,
it's all plastic.
Probably the Hasbro.
But it feels cheap in the hand. I mean, it feels very cheap and plasticky. Super 7, I mean, if you just want like a little statue with an effect, I mean, Super 7 is good.
Cosmic.
Hey, Gareth.
Hey,
How's
Gareth.
it going, dude?
Hey, Gareth.
How you doing?
So, I've got two different ones to what Dave's got.
Oh,
right.
What's that
Okay.
tail? Is that the back end of the... What you got, Peaky?
So I've got the original 90s one.
Wow.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And I've also got the Legacy one, which is...
Whoa, look at that. Wow. Does it light up?
No.
Oh.
It's a bit beefier. It's metal. So I've got a die-cast metal on
Beefier,
it.
that's what she said.
Yeah, like
Instead of plastic.
We like a bit of beef.
But, yeah.
It is quite beefy.
This one is, yeah. Compared to, if you put the two side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this is really hurting my hand. I need to let go.
I've got two new Japanese toys. I've got two new vintage Japanese toys. Do you want to see my new Japanese toys?
Only if they're stream safe.
Are they family friendly?
Gareth might like these. I collect these. I've got a load of these in storage. So here is here's
What is
I
that,
think he's
Fish
called-
Man?
Yeah, I call him Fishman, but he's called Galtron or something like that. He is one of the Ultraman kaiju from the Ultraman TV show. So he's from 1984 Bandai, and he's a all PVC.
You know what his arms look like?
He's a Safubi.
You know what his arms kind of look like? You ever see those I don't know if they have them over in the UK, but we have these like they call them rocket pops. It's like these like freezy ice like popsicle,
right?
That is red, white, and blue. They're pretty popular over here, but that's what it kind of looks like.
Oh yeah, bomb pop.
The bomb pops, yeah,
bomb pops.
I think you'd be good at probing, don't you? You'd be a good prober.
Yeah, look at that hand. It opened it up.
Yeah. How about that gap? Look at that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I think he's called Galatron or something. So he's Fishman, and I can up the level of perviness. I wanted this one for a while. I don't know.
Oh my god!
What? I kind of think he's like Owlman or something.
What in the unholy? He looks like a weird.
That looks creepy.
Bird-mutated version of Ahsoka. He's got the Ahsoka paint scheme going on there.
It almost looks like Mr. Blobby's illegitimate baby.
Mr. Blobby hooked up with Ahsoka, and they had a child, and this is it.
Peaky, I want to peck you, Peaky. I want to peck you.
You can stay away from me.
So I love these because they're proper weird looking, aren't they? You know,
Yes, they are.
I've got an army of these, like different sizes, and these fishmen. And I like.
I'm sorry, different sizes.
Yeah. I knew that'd appeal
Different
to you.
sizes, different attachments.
Yeah. So there you go. I can add to the.
What does the back look like? Can I see the back?
Oh,
please?
speaking of perviness, hey, what's the back look like?
Yeah, can we see the back of the fish, please?
Oh, it's just a little bit scaly.
Oh, okay. Scaly.
Well, this is a little bum. Because these were obviously like on the TV show. These were men just in costumes, and then the city was miniature. So they're so that's why they're all raw.
And they fly around, right?
They kind of run around and then smash the city up. They'd fight Godzilla. They'd have crossovers with like Ultraman and.
Oh, speaking of you just mentioned Godzilla. Did you see the new trailer? Godzilla, the new Godzilla and Kong movie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Kong
to that.
gets a freaking gauntlet.
He does.
Yeah, he gets like a little armored
Iron
gauntlet
Man.
that he can it's all yellow and he can like do some damage.
Yeah.
I guess his arm gets damaged or something, and so they like give him a.
Looks cool.
I shouldn't make the fist. They give him like a just like this like metallic kind of gauntlet. I'm like, what did they give him like Robo Fist? What's going on here? But it looks sick. It looks
Anybody Anybody want fish sticks after seeing that figure?
I mean,
don't
I can always
answer
go
all at once.
I mean, I can always go fish sticks, fish fingers, and custard. Come on.
I'm glad you called it fish fingers because that's what we call them over here.
Well,
Fingers.
because I said fish fingers and custard. That's a Doctor Who reference.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Oh my God! That was that scene when he was eating.
Yeah, when Matt Smith became the Doctor, and he first he's still acclimating. He's helping the little girl, and he's like, I'm really hungry. He's trying to make food. He keeps trying like different food. He even he tosses, spits everything out. He even tosses like a piece of bread with butter. He's like, I know what I need. He makes a bunch of custard and pulls out some what they call fish fingers, obviously, and he's dipping the fish fingers in the custard.
Excuse me, Gareth. I saw that.
What did you want? Fish arse, apparently, Gap.
Well, I've already had yours. Oh,
just face it.
Don't laugh. Okay, don't laugh all at once. Now it's two bombs for me, and Rum's got one.
you don't discriminate much. Let's face it. When it comes to the art, when it.
No, to the arse now.
He's an equal opportunity offender.
That's why you call me Gap Attack.
Mm-hmm.
No, we'll call you Gap Attack for other reasons.
What is it? No, never mind. I don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I can say you don't want to know.
You wish, Gareth. Naughty boy.
I think the trailer looks all. Look, they're a bit cheesy, these new films, but let's face it, we're in it to watch the monsters fight, aren't we? Really? I mean
those movies were always cheesy. Let's be honest.
Exactly. The original ones are cheesy. All we want is monsters smashing each other up and flying in, and and for that they do a good job as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So they are what they are. I mean, let's not overdo it with the intellectualism.
Well, did you guys watch Monarch?
It's a bloody great big monkey fighting a massive lizard.
Did you guys watch the Monarch series on Apple?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I started to.
It is good. It really gets good.
Is that the one with Kurt Russell?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Kurt and is his son Wyatt Russell, who actually plays they flash back to when Kurt Russell was young and in the military when they first started the Monarch program to study Godzilla and everything else. So they kind of go like the entire legacy of Godzilla.
Yeah.
And they keep flashing back, and Wyatt, his son, plays his younger self. And he does a damn good job, actually.
Gareth, you are right. The original one, there is obviously a deeper message in there. I'm not trying to underplay that. So you are, he is right there. The original one. Well, the basis of the whole story is actually, quite an important cultural Japanese moment. So I'm not trying to underplay that. But a lot of the stuff of the men in suits bit is a bit cheesy. But yeah, of course, nuclear war and that's not to be taken lightly, really. But no, I need to watch that series. I don't know what it is. There's so many good TV series. I find it hard to just because when you watch one, you've got to really commit and like get through it. And I'm finding it hard to set aside the time to get through.
I think it's only I want to say maybe 8 or 10 episodes only. It's not that long, actually.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
So I mean, you can definitely binge it on a weekend.
I did watch Reacher and thought that was awesome.
Season 2, or are you still on 1?
No, I watched
that
all
is
of
so
them.
good.
Yeah,
I love the Reach series. I've even
you love to reach. I heard that.
I want to reach your action figure.
The actual books for Reacher.
Well, see, at the very last episode of season 1, they actually have the author make a cameo in the diner.
Oh, do they? Oh,
Yes.
That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. What is he? He's trying to get peach pie or something. And,
yeah, he's like eating pie at the end, and just it's kind of like a wave or nod as Reacher's leaving.
Because he goes in the restaurant half a dozen times and never manages to get the pie, and then in the end he finally gets some.
Well, he got a different kind of pie during that show. If you recall.
Bloody did. Yeah, I did recall that. I watched that a couple of times.
Cherry pie.
Sorry, let's have a look at your little
something a little bit different.
Let's have a look at your Green Ranger.
Oh, nice.
It's the original flip head as well with a 3D printed stand.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
That stand's real nice. I have one of the reissue flip heads, which is still in its packaging.
Yeah, so do I. Mine are just up there on the wall inside the packaging. As you can tell, I have everything. I have tons of Power Rangers.
Speaking of 3D printed, my wife at her job, she's got this one guy that does a lot of 3D printing, and as a gift, she had him 3D print a kind of like a stormtrooper.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh,
and he's posable too.
So look.
I mean, it's not fully screen accurate, but that's pretty good for like 3D printing.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I also have like a bag of guns and weapons that they 3D printed for him. And she has a Deadpool.
Nice.
And he's got the proper buckle and everything on it. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, by the way, you guys were asking earlier about how excited am I for Ghostbusters? I made a Paul Rudd figure since Hasbro probably won't make.
Where did his head come from? Hold on, it must be Ant-Man. It's got to be Ant-Man.
Quantumania, because the first Ant-Man had the like kind of douchey smirk.
Yeah.
And I got a cheap Ghostbusters, just the body itself. I got a cheap one, I think on like eBay or something for like $10. And a friend had a name tag printed, so it actually says Gruberson.
That's cool.
Nice.
His character. So yeah, we got him. I have him suited up, even if Hasbro never makes it. I have it. I'm also working. My buddy's also working on a few other customs. We're working on doing a Talos body.
Ooh, Talos
Secret Invasion, but putting old Dan Aykroyd, Ray Stan's head on it, so we can have Ray from the bookshop, from his Ray's Occult Shop in the trailer.
Nice.
So we're working on a few customs for Ghostbusters because it doesn't look like they're going to do a plasma series, which plasma series book? Wave 3, which is stupid, but
What is the book? Have they made the book? What is the book?
The book?
I don't think it's come out yet.
No, in Ghost, in the first Ghostbusters, where there's something spirit guide.
The Tobin Spirit Guide.
The Tobin Spirit Guide is. I wonder if they've made that.
Hold on.
Has he got one? Have you got a?
He's probably got one.
Have you got a Tobin Spirit Guide? That just came to me for some reason.
I wonder if different versions of the Tobin Spirit Guide.
No way.
Oh, that's nice, Dave.
They have had this in print for a long time. I actually got this from Nerd Block maybe 8 years ago.
Did they make it up for the movie, or was it something that was already?
Well, Tobin's Spirit Guide is not a real. It's something that they made in universe for Ghostbusters 1 as a reference tool.
Right.
But it has all these like legitimate stories. They have stuff about the ghosts, Sam Hain. If you ever watch the real Ghostbusters, a lot of the ghosts from there are in here.
Is Zool in there?
The Larry brothers, Zool and Gozer are in here.
What about what's his name?
They
Something
got
the
Sam
Carpathian. What about Thingy the Carpathian?
Vigo the Carpathian's in here. Yep.
Vigo the Carpathian.
I mean, they even have Stay Puft the Marshmallow Man in here.
Oh,
Yay.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady Cat.
Hey, Cat.
Have we said hello to Mirage? Have I said hello to Mirage?
Vince
Yes.
Clortho and Zool.
Hello, Mirage.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
Hello, Mirage.
So yeah, they have a lot of stuff in here. But I also have this on hardbound.
That's
Dave,
cool.
did any of the have any of the toys for the movie come out yet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Plasma series, there's nothing announced. All that they've done is there's like a little kiddie version of the toys that are out, but they're like more geared toward 6 to 10-year-olds. So that's the only thing they have. Like, there's been no word about the Plasma series. That's why I made my own Gary Gruberson, and also working on a updated Finwell, Trevor for the next one. But I did get these though.
Oh, that's cool. Where did you get that?
Well, right now these are like Target exclusive. Eventually they're going to go online.
The vintage ones of those are so expensive.
These are the reissues.
Yeah.
What sucks though, they only did the 4. They didn't do Janine.
Oh, okay.
Wow. How can you tell that they're reissues?
Well, I mean,
you could just tell.
There are some subtle differences. I mean, it still says Kenner on here.
Right.
Well, you can see like some of the wording might be a little bit different.
They're just too pristine.
And of course, I mean, the Hasbro's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
So yeah, I just got all these.
That Igor. I've got so many. He is a really common beta figure to find over here for some reason.
The ties used to break off pretty easy. So we'll see how well this lasts.
Does his tongue come out or something like that, or something happens?
No, his was like he would open up.
Yeah.
That was his effect. Venkman, the eyes would bulge out.
Yeah.
Winston would just be like big, wide open mouth, like he's about to eat a big triple cheeseburger or something. And Ray's head would kind of like the top of his head would kind of raise, so you can see his eyes kind of bulging out, and his ears just going wacky. So
they're cool. I like that line. I've got the original Kenner Firehouse, which is a really cool toy.
That's probably one of my grails right now.
I saw one of those original Kenner Firehouses once in
Was it complete?
Shop. No.
Yeah, see that's the thing. It
had nothing. It was literally just the shell of the building. I was
shell.
like,
and what were they asking for?
10 quid.
Okay, because here's the thing. I know people who have 3D printed the railings, the doors. You can 3D print a lot of the stuff that is missing on those houses, and if you know someone who's good enough, you can have the decals and the stuff reprinted. Even if you lose the sign for the front of the firehouse, you can get that 3D printed.
Yeah, I just didn't see that it was worth 10 quid just for the shell.
Hey, Carlos Diaz.
Hello, Carlos.
Are you in the States? And if so, are you planning to go to New York City this June for the Ghostbusters Days, 40th anniversary?
Nice. Carlos. Carlos and Mirage, do us a favor and spread some of that sub love around. We've got a few channels on here. We've got the Peaky Arrow.
I do have the Lego Ecto one from Afterlife.
I've also got the Lego Ecto one.
I am actually considering taking it apart though.
Really? Why?
I'm tempted to get
because I'm thinking of getting the light kit. There's a light kit that you can get for it, so I'm tempted to take it apart.
Want to know where you can get a Ecto 1 light kit?
From the Peaky Arrow.
There you go.
Oh, really?
So I can send you a link to the place that I'm partnered with, and you'll get 15% off.
Oh yeah, you have me on Twitter, or should we call it the X?
I do. I can send it over to you now.
Yeah, do that.
And Carlos and Mirage, if you wouldn't also mind subbing to Gap Attack, General Gap, Gap After Dark, and also the Salacious Rum channel. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll also back to you if you've got
Join the
channels.
MoNKey-LiZaRD army.
I do
Yeah.
sub back to channels.
I do too.
I always do.
I at least try to.
expanding
Like, if I get the
expanding the
notification
feed.
that they've subbed to me, I will sub back. Or even if you just drop a comment on a video, I'll sub back.
That's always the best way I find, is to introduce yourself when I always try to do that and say, I'm Salacious, I've subbed now, I'm following you, good to meet you. Oh yeah, Chip's Millennium Falcon lights that you sent him look awesome. We had a look at that the other night.
Yeah, he posted that on TikTok.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Plus, if I take apart my Ecto 1, so I can do the light kit, that means I get to rebuild it all over again. Maybe I'll just join you guys every week so I can rebuild it.
I need to get that Lego kit. I didn't get that one, and I regret it. They're still available.
You can still find them in places.
Yeah.
I've seen some deals a few times.
I've got the light kit here. I'm really tempted to buy another one and have one lit up and one not lit up.
Yeah,
but see with that, Peaky, you got to get more Ecto kits, because you know why? You have to have one that's lit, one that's not lit, and then one that's lit with the rust decals on it, and one that's lit with one that's not lit with the rust decals. So you need 4. You gotta have 4 now.
I didn't put the rust decals on my one.
Oh, you didn't? I did on mine. Just because.
There you go, mate. I've sent you the link.
Okay.
I think I did anyway.
I will check that.
I did indeed. Oh,
I mean, come on. My cell phone has a Ghostbuster wallpaper. What do you expect?
2 seconds. It doesn't have. It's saying the link not found. Give me a second.
Carlos is in California.
Okay.
And he.
Okay.
So he's not going to
well, Carlos, just so you know, shameless plug time. I'm part of the Buffalo Ghostbusters. They were the team that's been organizing the annual event at Hook and Ladder 8 every year at the firehouse. So one of these years, if you can make it, come on down. It's a free event, but tons of fans. I think last year was 400 fans got together in front of the firehouse. We had an Ecto 1 replica there from Ecto 1 New Jersey, and we had the New York City Ghostbusters with their Answer to the Call Ecto, and we had actors and people who've been a part of the Ghostbuster movies appear and do autographs, and it's just a fun time. And it helped. All the proceeds go to Hook and Ladder 8. They sell their own merchandise, and a lot of fundraising that goes towards it. So, because the Hook and Ladder 8, it's a functional firehouse in New York City.
That's crazy. That is crazy. By the way, he can't find Gap's channel. Have I not linked it in my description? I'm pretty sure I've got everyone's links in my description.
It's Gap After Dark 2034.
Okay, I got the link here.
So, Dave, that's the website I'm partnered with. I'll send you my coupon code now because the link doesn't work.
Okay, I'll check that out afterwards.
By the way, they also do an LED nameplate for the Ecto 1 as well.
Oh, you son of a... Now, do they also have a light kit for the DeLorean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll have to do that too.
They do indeed.
See you, Gareth. Look after yourself.
Later,
and if
Gareth.
anyone else wants to go light kit for their collection, gamerbricks.eu and use code the Peaky Arrow.
Yeah, could somebody drop my channel in? Because I'm on my cell phone. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
There he is, Rolando.
Rolando already did.
Oh, thanks, Rolando. You're the best.
There you go.
Gareth.
I'm almost to 200.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yeah, it's quite handy being partnered with a Go Kit company.
Yeah.
I keep pouring myself out, but I don't have anything like that.
I love to whore myself out.
Well, we know that, but
yeah,
but as of lately, like my work schedule, I went back to working for Spectrum because I needed employment. They have me basically working nights. That's why no one's seen me on any night streams lately. Like I only have Sundays and Mondays off now. So I'm hoping to get something better soon.
Well, you got to pay the bills first and foremost.
Yes, sir.
You know.
And they gave me my old wage back, so that was nice.
Oh, there you go. That's not too bad then.
So it's we'll see what happens. It's something for now. But like right now, this time of year, I would be promoting my stream for the Cure, Ride for Roswell, which I'm still gonna do. But it's just kind of hard to kind of organize things when
Yeah, you're busy.
I'm working. Like right now, they still have me in training shifts from 1:30 till 10 p.m. at night, and then I'm going to be working 2:30 to 11 p.m. at night. So it's like it just kind of kills my days now. But yeah.
Oh, and Dave, you can also build your own light kit set.
Okay.
So it's mainly for people who build cities and they want like street light to get up and everything else like that. You can just buy just the single LED lights. So yeah.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with honest pay. You gotta
No, there isn't.
like it comes first, doesn't it? Family, and your bills come first, and then what's left is yours. Is
No, what's left isn't mine. It belongs to my wife. Let's be honest.
Do you have the firehouse firehouse set, Dave?
No, but I'm thinking of buying like the third-party ones that are on like AliExpress or Temu.
Yeah,
because I saw one for like 150, which is well, it's amazing because the real Lego ones are going for like like easily $500 to $800 or more, and that's not even that's like without the box.
Yeah.
So I don't care if it's a third party. I mean, as long as all the pieces are there for me to build it, I'll do it. So that's definitely on my list.
I'd like to make some custom Battlestar Galactica figures that they never made.
Now, are we talking classic or are we talking the 2000s?
Classic, because I did see one guy on, maybe it was Etsy or Mercari. He did the Bridge Crew, but he wants like, $65 for each figure painted. So I was like, eh.
I mean, depending on the quality, there might be an argument for that, but yeah, that's a bit much.
I wonder if somebody 3D printed, a Stay Puft or a Darth Vader, life size. That would take forever, wouldn't it?
Like 1-to-1 scale, yeah. I mean, if you did a 1-to-1 scale, yeah, that would take a long time. But as far as I know, because I have a small 3D printer, but I'm still trying to get everything ironed out on it. I just got to take the time to go through it. But from what I understand, like if you print multiple pieces, but you have to get them together, you have to glue or you have to use some kind of a bonding agent to merge the pieces together. Then you have to sand them down and you have to make it look seamless, like they're all one piece then. So I mean, imagine the sections, unless you have a big enough 3D, like an industrial printer, maybe you could do something like that in like a one shot, but that would be,
because I would like
that would be a lot of work.
I would like a huge Stay Puft. I just don't. I can't seem to find.
My wife. My wife is a big Stay Puft fan.
Stay Puft. Let me go grab him.
I like the Stay Puft.
You'd like 12 inches at least,
I heard that about you.
Yeah.
But I know, what was it? a long time ago. I was on one of the like one of Vern's streams. I think people were talking about oh, you know, what would you like as the next like Ghostbusters HasLab?
It's my Stay Puft Man.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Oh, you got a decent.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, you got a decent size.
It's
Bigger
got
than the
some.
original.
It's got some and leg articulation. Oh no, no leg.
Is that
It's
a
got some,
Diamond Select? Is that a Diamond Select one?
No, this is a Playmobil one.
Oh.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, this is the Playmobil one.
That looks nice.
Does the job of sitting on my Ghostbusters shelf.
Okay, Peaky, you call that a Stay Puft?
Oh god, here we go.
Oh my God, Dave.
Hold on a minute. What's he just done?
You okay, Peaky?
Bloody hell.
Oh my God, Dave. It's
Also, it's almost as big as me.
Jesus, is he solid?
oh my God, and you can hang.
Bloody hell, he is.
I mean, I've got a Slimer keyring.
Bloody hell.
Because this is from Spirit Halloween. We use this at events actually.
Wow.
And my wife has a couple of the plush greeters from Walmart. So
you've won.
So yeah.
You've won, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I'll show you.
Can I just say I think we're officially declaring it that Dave's is bigger than Peaky's.
Well, we kind of knew
in
that.
length and girth.
Yeah. I'll happily lose to
Go
Dave.
see that one.
And by the way, those who've been following my channel, I've been kind of building a computer. Let me see if I can get my camera to work. I want to show you guys what it looks like.
If you're building a PC, I will be astonished if it doesn't have a Ghostbuster logo in it.
It actually does not.
I was going to say if it doesn't look like a ghost trap, I don't want to know.
This is what I've been building on my channel.
Wow.
Wow, very nice. But I cannot believe you've missed the opportunity to do some kind of.
Well, I didn't say I was done yet.
Oh, okay. Very
It's
fancy.
going to slap a big Ghostbusters logo on the glass panel.
Well, I mean, I can have the green going on here. I mean, I was thinking of doing something down here. You know?
Yeah.
But also there's a component like this little slant right here. The company that makes this case, the company that makes this case, they're actually coming out with a display that you can put right there.
The ghost trap thing's funny. Look,
so I could have like a video file playing right there. That's what I'm kind of probably going to aim at. But yeah, this whole thing. This is a monster. The graphics card. It's PC Master Race.
The Ghost Trap popcorn bucket they're doing in America.
Which one? There's actually two versions.
I've seen. I can't remember what one I've seen.
There's a buddy of mine is actually getting me the Slimer popcorn bucket.
Oh, I've seen the Ghost Trap one.
Yeah. Let's see the Ghost Trap one. I kind of want to modify that if I can get my hands on it. Because do you remember when they came out with the Playmobil figures?
Yeah.
They had the little holographic thing where if you put it over your phone, it could project the image.
I
want to see if we can do that with that trap.
Oh yeah.
So
I only have the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 popcorn thing from the theater.
Yep, I still have mine. It's still in box.
We don't get popcorn buckets like that over here, do we, Rum?
But those
no,
they get more and more expensive now.
You definitely get better ones. Like I remember you guys had TIE Fighter popcorn buckets.
That
actual TIE Fighters.
I can remember for Captain America. What one was it? It was for Age of Ultron, I think, or was it for Civil War? We had drinks cups that had little figure tops that you could change the figures on top.
Okay.
But in order to get the figures, it was for Civil War. But in order to get the figures, you had to buy a different cup. Like you couldn't just get the other six figures.
One cup had that specific figure, so you'd have to.
So I went with a load of mates, and I went after we watched the film. I said, I really want those other cup tops. So I went up to the concession stand. I was like, "Can I just buy the cup tops?" And they're like, "No, you'd need to buy it." I was like, "Fine, I'll buy. All right, can I have 5 more cups, but can I have a different figure on top of each?" And they're like, "What one have you got now?" I was like, "I've got Iron Man." So they gave me all 5. They gave me the other 5 cups with the other 5 figures on, and I spent like 60 quid doing it.
Wow.
But you got it though, right?
But I got them. I don't know where they are now. I probably threw them away now.
After all that money.
Yeah.
I like the you guys have got the June fanny cup as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that looks like a flashlight.
Yeah, the worm.
The one that looks like a
That's a flashlight.
I know what you're talking about, and no, I'm not going near that thing.
That's gonna get used as a flashlight. It's gonna get used as a cum dump.
What do you mean? It's gonna? Probably has already.
It probably has been used as the cum dump. You're not wrong.
I mean, did marketing not say, "Hey, do you think that this is a little, people might take it the wrong way"? I'm like, it's just like when Afterlife came out. There was a limited run of a toy that was supposed to be a remote control ghost trap with Muncher, the ghost from Afterlife, popping out. But he was shaped a bit phallic. So they were pulling it from the shelves and they couldn't pull it from the shelves fast enough. A ton of people bought it, and they've been selling them on eBay.
Yeah, I quite like one of those.
I'm excited to see Slimer back in the new one.
Yeah, but what's really messed up about that trailer is not only does Trevor get slimed by him, but he spits out the slime.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, Venkman was just covered in slime. He Slimer just deposits slime as like.
I mean,
Trevor's
did Venkman have his mouth open when Slimer passed through him?
Yeah, but see, Trevor, when Slimer passes through him, he's passing through his chest. So it's not like he had his mouth open.
Well, maybe his bum got some liquid in his mouth.
Oh, there's a ghost goes down on Ray in the cinema as well.
Yes. Now that's, believe it or not, that is actually an edited scene. Long story short, like that's supposed to be a dream sequence. Okay. But the original expanded scene was they had filmed a scene where him and Winston go to like an army fort or like an army base because there's a ghost haunting. And they were staying in a local hotel, and that's what happens to Ray. But they edited it so they made it seem like Ray was just having a dream. That's the original scene.
I like that bit. Because his belt undoes itself, and
because the end of the original scene was them driving back, and that's when they're driving back over the bridge, and they're having the talk about end of days. Like, the reason why we're so busy. You ever think because the dead have been rising from the grave? That whole scene. So there was a whole expanded scene. I wish they would do a director's cut of the original because there's so much that they cut out of it, and so many outtakes with, Aykroyd and Bill. They improv. Like Bill Murray's he improvs about 80% of his acting.
Yeah. So.
When he's doing the psych tests at the start, that's funny.
That's. Electrocuted
that guy.
I'm also excited. We're going to be seeing the ghost librarian again.
Yeah, the Grey Ghost.
The Grey Ghost. Grey Lady.
The only time in I don't know if they'll make it canon, but in Ghostbusters the video game and Ghostbusters video game remastered,
yeah, you do.
They do catch her, but like that's the only time. So maybe in the movies they haven't, because we know that Ray goes to the library. So it's gonna be interesting. Some people are complaining that they're kind of like, oh, they're revisiting things. Oh, it's back in New York City. Well, yeah, they're based in New York City. For one,
you see Ecto-1 going back to New York at the end of Afterlife.
Yeah. So but a lot of people are like, well, are they going to keep rehashing? Because a lot of fans were worried okay, they brought back Gozer in Afterlife. Please tell me they're not going to rehash Vigo the Carpathian in the next one. We're kind of glad that they didn't, that they're going original, but they're going they're kind of leaning more towards the real Ghostbusters, because we have some really dark, scary stuff for a kids show, right?
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad that they're doing that.
The one episode that sticks in my mind with the real Ghostbusters is the one where they go to that ghost dimension and they play baseball.
The People Busters. I know the one you're talking about, because they were basically going against the devil, so to speak.
Yeah, they played baseball.
Yeah. Well, there was also another one where the guys got transported to a parallel world where humans were treated like ghosts and ghosts were like humans. Like, it was a ghost world. And they had these decomposing versions of Ray, Egon, and Venkman, who were actually people busters. They were hunting down people and trapping them. So yeah, I mean, that's a pretty sick kind of twisted one. But yeah, they always had a lot of dark stuff.
There's also those, it was a couple of episode arc, so to speak. Janine gets possessed.
Are you talking? I think you're talking about when she had the fairy godmother.
Yeah,
the fairy that was slowly altering her appearance over the course of time.
Yeah, it happens over a good few episodes.
And the cool thing is, Janine suits up in this new movie, and she gets a gauntlet, like a proton gauntlet.
Yeah, it's kind of like proton gauntlets.
Yeah,
I love the look of the ghost trap drone as well.
Yep, people have already made it. People have already. Ghostbusters fans, we don't sit around.
No, you don't.
I mean, like I showed you the inside of the. This is not how it looks stock from Hasbro. I replaced the inside parts here and painted them copper. These are decals from a company called Moby Signs on Etsy, and just little bits and pieces to kind of give it that extra look. And he even includes this ribbon.
Yeah.
So,
hello,
nice.
Hey, Volts.
Hello, Mr.
sir.
Volts. How are we doing, sir? His audio's not on yet, I don't think. Let him get that sorted. Are you guys Transformers fans? Good evening. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can now. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dave, are you and Peaky Transformers fans?
I am. I really haven't been buying anything Transformers because Hasbro, the quality's just been kind of blah.
Volts here has got an incredible Transformers collection, which is one of the segues I've just put in. But I've got a new Transformer. I haven't taken him out of the box yet, but I have just received from Amazon. It was on sale. The Nemesis, the Titan Nemesis, the Decepticon ship, the big.
Oh,
the
right,
big
yes,
turtle
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
yeah.
How much?
So
was
I've got
that?
the Ark, and
was that,
well, then
or
in
did
America,
you at least get a good price?
I got a good price because we're talking to Super John about it. Apparently, you can't get them in America for like less than 300 or 400 quid. They're just so sparse.
It's pretty high.
They're 180 quid over here, but the other day it was 30% off on Amazon, so I got it for 130, which is the best I've seen it for ages. So,
I mean,
but it's one of those.
It's
one of those.
The Ark. It took them long enough to do the Decepticon.
I've got the Ark. There's the Ark there. Got the Ark.
I saw him in Target one time. I was thinking of getting him, but I was going to wait to see if he went down, but then couldn't find him anymore.
To be honest with you, but I'm going to leave both of them in ship mode because that's the most, they're pretty iconic looking when they're in ship mode.
And I think that also saves you on space too. It has to.
Yeah. Although I do need to get a couple of stands, and there is a guy in America, a YouTuber, that's made these custom 3D printed stands. Larkin's Lair. Larkin's Lair. Don't you familiar with that channel? So is it Larkin's Lair? I think it's Larkin's
Largo.
Largo's Lair. Is it Largo's Lair?
Yeah,
he's a Transformer collector, and he's made a couple of really awesome custom stands, but so I'm going to try and get hold of those somehow.
Ed,
But yeah, when you put them on those stands, they elevate them up quite a bit. They're pretty good size. You know, they're not.
No, I going back to that Transformers. I used to be a Transformers fan, but not so much anymore.
Ed, you're
How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Volts?
I'm not too bad, not too shabby. I'm just I just thought I'd pop on. I'm just doing some last minute editing in Photoshop I've been doing a review today, so I'm just tidying up the photos, and I should be posting that review some point this evening. It's just these two chaps, the Runabout and Runamuck, the
Nice.
Transbots.
Well, if someone can post Volt's YouTube link in the description, we'll get you some sub love today because we've got 20 odd people in, and I'm sure many of them haven't subbed yet. So,
yeah, well, this review will be going on the website. It's a written review that I do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not a. I haven't got around to doing video reviews just yet. I have some planned, but I find I'm better at the written ones than verbal ones because I'll just be like, well, yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy to edit your words too, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You can.
I think if I was to get into a Transformers toy line, I'd probably go for the one that I had as a kid, which was the Armada line.
Oh.
Yeah, Peaky's a little youngin.
Yeah, I'm lost in all the lines. I G1, and then I've seen a little bit of the Beast Wars cartoon, but obviously it's way past
I would probably go for it probably would be like the Beast Wars and Transformers Armada if I was to get some, because they're the two that I watched as a kid.
I know this isn't. I like
watched them as an adult.
The Transformers in Disguise is not my generation at all. But I had to get that HasLab, so I have backed the latest HasLab because
people asked me if I was going to go for it, and honestly, I'm like, you know what? It looks too niche to me, and it looks like something they could sell at retail, and it shouldn't necessarily be a HasLab. And the fact that they're the Matrix Saber is one of their stretch goals, I think. I'm like, it seems like should be something that is a part of the figure itself, should go with the figure. It just
all totally fair comments. I'm not going to defend Hasbro at all on this one. I am just a pure sucker that can't help myself when it comes to these Kickstarters, and everything you said is totally valid.
It's a great looking figure.
I'm not going to defend it.
I mean, it's a great looking figure, but I think it's also a bit niche too. It is very niche. I think if you're not a fan of that series, then you're like, well, I'm probably going to pass on it unless you just go on the cool factor and like, okay, yeah,
cool,
I'll get it because it's cool. But also, unless you're a completionist or you got the money in your wallet, if you got the money to kind of splurge and go for it, then hey, more power to you.
I'll be honest, Dave. It's the cool. It was the same with the Victory Saber and the Deathosaurus. Like, I don't really know those properties. Like, I know of them. I understand it's like the Japanese like continuation of the story.
A lot of their stuff has been just that. It's been the Japanese offerings. It's stuff that, if you're a US fan or a casual fan, you're not really gonna be familiar with them, but you might do it on the cool factor.
I had to get them. I'm a sucker, and whether they're worth it, I don't really know. I've got the Victory Saber is just over there actually.
I mean,
he's fallen apart a little bit. He hasn't moved from there, and bits have started to fall off him.
He's fallen on hard times, huh?
Yeah, I haven't opened the Deathosaurus yet.
I mean, I would love to see them maybe do a new update of Metroplex.
I have got the G1 Metroplex.
I know that they did one I think the mid to late 2010s, 2010s.
I'm sure they did one. They've done a blue one. I think a blue Titan one. Which
you might be thinking of was it Fortress Maximus?
Oh, okay.
Which was introduced in US as far as the Headmaster series.
Yeah, you might be right there.
Yeah. They did. They were the Oh, yeah. I think they were part of the Generations line. They did Metroplex and Fortress Maximus. But when you said, when you mentioned about the blue one, I thought you meant the blue, because back in the late 80s in Japan, it didn't come out over here in the UK or Europe or in the States, but they did a blue repaint of Metroplex called Metro Titan, and it was a Decepticon. That goes for a hell of a lot of money, does that, especially if you've got it boxed and complete.
So that's where the Hasbro got the idea for doing nothing but repaints. Ah, okay.
Oh yeah. There's always been repaints for Transformers. They've always reused molds as early back as you have Prowl and Blue Streak. They're the same mold. It's just that Prowl's a police car, Blue Streak's just a
or the car. Core piece of Ultra Magnus is basically Albino Prime.
Yeah. You do. Well, that goes back to the Diaclones when it was you had Battle Convoy, which was Optimus Prime, and then Powered Convoy is what became Ultra Magnus. But if I could, I'd just like to talk. I'd like to mention about, you were talking about the HasLab stuff there. My personal opinions on that is that I'm not a fan of the whole HasLab backing projects. It's like, Hasbro, you're a toy company. Just make the toy and let people buy it. Don't, if it's a good toy, people will buy it. If it's not, they won't. But just, don't mess people about. Don't mess collectors about. Don't make it super niche, or, make it so everybody has the opportunity to have a bite of the cherry. Yeah. And like I say, if it's a good enough figure, like the recent Deathsaurus, that's a popular character. People will buy it. If you price it reasonably and you mass produce it. But the Ark and the Nemesis, I can get the appeal of those, but me personally, I'm kind of, it's like I just kind of had this thing about having Transformers of things that never transformed. So the Ark never transformed, Nemesis never transformed. Like with Studio Cell. They've just done the Primus, which is the transforming Cybertron, similar to, because they did the Unicron as well. They've done, so it's like, I get it. They look nice, but from my point of view, I don't get this thing about making Transformers out of things that
it's like they feel like, hey, let's come up with a gimmick. It won't sell without a gimmick. No, it will sell without a gimmick. I mean, just make it into, like, it opens up as a play set.
Yeah.
I mean,
could do that,
how hard of a concept is that? Now, as far as HasLab itself, I am a proponent of HasLab when it comes to certain things, because obviously, as a Ghostbuster, I got the HasLab Proton Pack. The cost of that is about, in some cases, if you were to build a 1-to-1 Proton Pack, you're probably looking at that was around 1/3 of the cost to build a Proton Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And you had it done, and they did really good quality, and they even took it a step further than fans were ever able to do before. So that was a home run. And yes, I do have the 2 in the box. The Ghost Trap and PKE are coming to me this fall. I can't wait for that. I mean, they made that stuff it's something where it's lighter. It's much lighter on you than a 1-to-1 scale Proton Pack is. It's a lot lighter. It's more manageable. They designed it so that fans would be able to modify it themselves, which I've been doing mine, obviously. I mean, they've done a tremendous job with it. It's sad that they're not doing the same level of work when it comes to Star Wars, because I think the Star Wars helmets, I think the sabers, they could be doing a much better job for the price point that they're asking.
Yeah.
I mean, the sabers aren't even a HasLab, and you're asking for what? $279, $289, almost $300 for a saber? It should be a better quality saber, or you go to Disney, you get something for around that same price. That's, it's metal. You can feel the weight. You got detail. You're not going to worry about it looking like a piece of cheap plastic. That's why the Reva saber failed.
Can we just say hello to Marie, please?
Hey, Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Hi,
Hey, Dave.
She's got an amazing channel.
Can I just shout? Can I just say as well, just quickly, because I don't want to stop the conversation because it's a great convo. But major congratulations to Maria. She's had some. I've been following Maria. You've had some huge spikes in some of your viewership on your episodes, and I think she's just soared to around 10,000 subs, maybe even more than that, really quickly. So, but it's well deserved, Maria. So, congratulations.
She's taking over the world.
Darling. She's doing great. She's always was a superstar. So, so just wanted to say that, Marie. Congratulations. With the army is following you, and well deserved. Sorry,
but not in a perfect way.
Yeah, not in a perfect way. The HasLab thing is totally gimmicky, and it is undoubtedly they're pulling on the heartstrings of collectors' wallets, and it's pretty clever marketing when you think about it. They saw me come in. I mean, it was designed specifically for people like me, that are a sucker for gimmicks. That if you say the word exclusive or limited edition, like I'll start salivating.
We don't want to know what you salivate over.
Yeah, I mean, I buy those limited run video games because of the word limited and the fancy box they put them in. So a fancy box and some extra gimmicks and a few milestones. That's why I love Kickstarter so much as well. But
you're on Kickstarter way too much.
I love Kickstarter. I do love Kickstarter. It is what it is.
Is there a 12-step program for Kickstarters?
It's if you're running a company, it's probably a clever thing to do. To be fair, it's not for everyone, and you can opt in or you can opt out. You have the choice.
I mean, on the Kickstarter side, I tend to, I have backed sort of like books on Kickstarter, that are relevant to, particular area that I'm interested in. So if it's like the microcomputing or some aspect of toy collecting and things like that, I'll back those. But I mean, it's interesting you mention about the proton packs and things like that. Hypocritically, which is very much me. That kind of thing on a HasLab, I don't really have an issue with, because I think that probably falls more under the kind of like merchandise or collectible thing rather than
exactly. But if they do like the Sentinel from X-Men or Giant Man, I'm like, this is stuff you can sell at. I mean, hell, you have teenagers who are dropping $80-$90 for like an exclusive ultimate edition of a video game.
I love
They're not
Galactus.
going to have nobody's.
I love that Galactus. That Galactus is cool though.
But okay, was it the Jedi Survivor game that came out, right?
Yeah.
So like the Ultimate Edition was like $99. That's $100 for like a game right there. I'm like,
no. The Ultimate Edition from Limited Run, which I bought, was a sucker, was 300 quid.
Okay.
And it comes with a lightsaber.
But that shows you that
dope. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's totally overpriced.
But it shows you that us nerds, us collectors, anyone who wants something, like you don't have to make it like, oh, we're going to do exclusive. I get why they might do it as an exclusive run because, like, okay, let's just throw this idea out there because our numbers have not been looking great the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But I think part of that is, I think the pandemic screwed things over as far as collecting. For one, it made people kind of shift more to online retailers and not really buying in store, and people have gotten used to that. The same argument can be applied to movie theaters, but I think it's the trends. But also, I mean, like Transformers. Vault. You might agree with this, or you might not. Take a look at the quality of the Transformer figures that they've been putting out lately. They just to me it looks like. Because I was still collecting when Titans, the Titan Returns line came out. I really loved that line. And then things shifted and I sold off my collection because I needed to fund some other things personally. But what happened was I was looking at possibly getting back into it, and I have picked up a few figures. I have a couple shelves of figures. But it's like I look at some of the quality, like you can see the cavities in the legs and stuff. It just looks like they kind of went down, and then I see they've kind of reissued some of the Titan Return figures under different branding, and of course they're cranking up the price.
Hmm.
It's just I don't know what they're doing. It's like a lot of times the Transformers they kind of come off really cheap, like the quality.
Yeah,
I mean what do you feel about that?
I'll be honest with you, it's difficult for me to comment because the mainline stuff isn't really my area of collecting. I've had very brief, fleeting experience with it. A local toy shop, toy and collector shop near where I live, sometimes passes me stuff on to take photos and review. And the last piece that I got in was I think it was the Legacy Menasor set.
Okay.
So it was like, the 5 Stunticons and that. And I'll be honest with you, that particular piece, I was 50-50 about whether or not to keep that, because I was actually really impressed with that. That felt really big, chunky and solid. Now, I kind of rationalized or reasoned with myself that I think the reason why that is because it was a combiner, so it needed to be robust to be able to maintain.
Need to be able to support
form.
the pieces.
Yeah. Now, individual pieces, I don't know. I couldn't really comment on them because, like I say, I've not had them to hand. I would say the last mainline Transformers I had any real experience with would have been like the RID stuff. Like the fire truck Optimus Prime and things like that. I think it's either RID or car robots or whatever you want to call it, and that's 24 years ago now.
I think it's very. I think the answer, though, is it's variable because some of the Studio Series stuff's been pretty good, and some of the Legacy stuff's pretty.
I'll say Studio Series has been an exception.
No, sorry, I was lent Studio Series Grimlock to do some photos and review on. Now, yes, I did like it, but I didn't like all the gaps and the cavernous holes that were on.
That's what I meant when I said cavities. That's what I'm talking about. It's just like
which could have been, if I think really Hasbro could have. I think Hasbro cheaped out in some respects on that because they could have put extra flaps or panels on that to cover those cavernous bits up. The main one, really, is where the fists fold up into the legs. That could have easily have had a flap to cover those up, and the little wheelie figure that came with it, having that with fused legs, so it couldn't even stand up. All it could do was just sit on Grimlock's back in Dino.
I mean, that's one thing with Transformers. Like, I've actually been looking at the Super 7 Transformers, which they don't transform at all, but it's a awesome kind of posable figure. But they do these deep cuts, like with Optimus. You have regular Optimus. You got that the surfboard that comes with it. You got the basketball. You got all these different, like, those rare one-off things that you kind of remember from your childhood. Or they have a Death of Optimus Prime one there. He's all grayed out and cracked.
And
he comes with, obviously, a Matrix that's in color. I'm like, some of that stuff is like, you know what? I really want that. They have a Grimlock that comes with wheelie, but they also have Grimlock. He has a tray of, like, beverages.
Yes.
He comes with an apron you could put on him. He comes with the brain enhancer that made him super smart. There's like all these kind of deep dive cuts. But I mean, for the price point, and honestly, if you're a collector, how often are you really are you changing your Transformers? Like, are you transforming from vehicle to robot? Some people will just let them sit on the shelves. You might periodically change them. So I mean, if you're an argument where you just let yourself, you have your shelf set up and you just kind of leave it and kind of set it and forget it, then Super 7, you can just keep that kind of robot form, and you can change out the accessories once in a while. And I think the quality is there because I'm sorry, but I've really fallen into Super 7 now. Right. I haven't pulled the trigger on my Transformer ones yet, but I've been seeing some sales. In fact, I was going to pick up Megatron. He's got a lot of accessories that come with him. Even one where his chest opens up and he's got like the energon that comes out. You know, he's got a lot of different pieces.
Jonathan says, Blinky says, Hasbro killed my interest in the Dinobots when they went cheap on the paint apps for the last one. They won't match up as a team now. Yeah.
I mean, the Super 7 stuff is, there's that thing, you know, about a Transformer collector, whether or not, you know, are you chasing the cartoon accuracy, or are you just wanting a good representation of that particular character? So if you're collecting Super 7 and you're not going to transform them, they look like they've just stepped out of the cartoon, and they will fit the bill for you. You know, they'll be great. If you're wanting something to transform, then I would say if you're wanting something that is going to transform and look like it's out of the cartoon, then your route is going to be Masterpiece. Now, you then have to decide whether or not you're going to go for Takara Masterpiece or if you're going to go third-party Masterpiece. Now, if you go Takara, if you go Takara Masterpiece, you have limited choices, and you also have more recently than you know, what's happening more recently is the QC issues with Takara Masterpiece has been atrocious. You know, there's been, you know, bad paint applications. There's been
I haven't bought anything Takara in probably a couple of years, to be honest.
Yeah. Now, if you go third party, it's then right. Which third party do you go for? Because you've got, I think most third party companies try to make their Masterpiece figures so they'll fit with other manufacturers. So like Fans Toys, you make toys, your Mastermind Creations, your X-Transbots. They try to make them so they'll fit. They don't always. I mean, like Mastermind Creations tend to go a bit more stylized in their designs, which is great. I mean, I have quite a few Mastermind Creation stuff, and I really do like the look of them. But I think at the moment, the one that's standing above and beyond is Fans Toys, you know, because they consistently produce good-looking figures and the quality's there. However, that said, I must say from personal experience, the last 3, maybe 4 releases from X-Transbots, they're getting better. And I think if they continue on that rise, and if they can just stop the really silly minor QC things, I think they will be equal to Fans Toys soon.
Well, I've followed them on because I am always seeing them on Big Bad Toy Store. You know, I like to look at some of the third parties. I'm noticing the price going up on some of them, but obviously, you know, the thing is they do really good quality on a lot of those figures. You know.
Yeah, there are. I mean,
that and on what is it? TF Source, I think, is the other site. You know, I look at a lot of those. They do look so much better than Hasbro.
Yeah, you do pay for what you get. I mean, more recently, you had Hasbro produce, Takara, produced a Masterpiece Jetfire or Skyfire, and it looks awful. I just don't like it, and I think I don't like it because they've leaned too hard into making him look like he does on the cartoon. But the thing with going that route is the original G1 cartoon is just too inconsistent to base your character mold on, because the same character can look different episode to episode. There's no real consistency with it, you know, so it's kind of like a generalization. So with Fans Toys, they did, I mean, it's a few years ago now it was released, but they did Phoenix, which was their version of Skyfire. And it is slightly more stylized. You can tell it's the character. You can tell that its inspiration comes from the cartoon, but it's more of a heroic look to it, and that fits the bill for me. I just think, that's my Jetfire. I'm happy with that. Close the book on that. I don't need to bother with the Takara one, you know. But I think what Takara does with their Masterpiece, they just throw a load of accessories with it, you know. So that and I'm not. I kind of like go backwards and forwards on my opinion on this, depending on what accessories you get. A lot of the accessories you get with them it's like, oh, do you remember that one thing that appeared briefly for a few seconds on that one particular episode? It's like, you know, are you really going to use that accessory? Probably not. You know, so I would like to see kind of like what G.I. Joe did back in the 80s, where you could buy a figure with minimal accessories, but then you could also go and you could buy an accessory pack.
Yeah, I mean,
right, okay,
McFarlane was doing an accessory pack, I think, last year for like the weapons and everything, because I guess they're for a good minute, like with DC and whatnot, they didn't want weapons like guns being sold, but then McFarlane's like, hey, by the way, we're going to be selling this accessory kit, and by the way, it is technically accessible with this or this figure. So, I mean, that's really what they should do. They should, I mean. Lightning collection for Power Rangers. G.I. Joe, I mean, really doesn't need it, but you can still do it. Sell accessory kits for all these figures, all these lines. They would be making more money.
Yeah,
Transformers. I love that. I love it whenever they do blast effects with Transformers.
Yeah,
I think it's amazing. Sell different variations of those sets, and we will buy them, because you know what? If we don't use them for this figure or this line, we will modify them for other lines. We will just buy them just for the effects. I mean, Marvel Legends. One of the big things I loved was they did the Doctor Strange portal on one of the figures, and I know people who they waited for that to go on sale, and they bought extras so they could have extra portal effects. Give us the accessories. Just sell us accessory kits. We will buy them like there's no tomorrow. I bet Rum would buy them, right?
That's kind of like some of the Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures. They've been re-releasing figures because they're starting to bring that Ranger's vehicle out. And it's like, instead of re-releasing those figures, just make a 5-pack accessory pack of the in-space gliders instead of re-releasing each in-space figure with their respective glider.
And that's an example where repaints would be accepted. Give us each of the gliders, for in-space. That'd be perfect. They could have gave us the shark cycles from MMPR.
Yeah. And you've also got the bikes from Lost Galaxy.
Yep.
And you've got the speed rescue bikes as well. Like, you've got all of these vehicles that they could make an accessory pack for with just the 5 vehicles in it. It would be acceptable. Slap a reasonable price point on it as well, and fans will eat them up.
Definitely.
They will sell. They won't be peg holders, because they would be great for people who, like myself, have the Rangers on display out of the boxes and want to add them in with their respective vehicles.
I thought you were going to say then, when you held up your wrist, I thought you were going to say people like myself who vigorously masturbate.
No, I was trying to point at the figures behind me.
And then it occurred to me, Gap.
Take your panties off. Oh, good.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Gap. It's been far too mature, this stream today. There's been an elevated conversation with sensible discussions. There's been no smut or probing or innuendo. I know. I've even finished my bloody Lego kit.
Exactly.
I know.
That's got to be a first. Never done that before.
If we all put our minds to it,
I should go buy a lottery ticket today. Then
Bob finishes Lego. So I think this should be a new standard now, that every week Bob finishes Lego, because we have a serious conversation.
Well, I think Dave. To be fair, Dave and Volts have elevated the class in the stream. Let's face it, Peaky, you, myself, and Gap. We're
degenerates.
Hold on now. Hold on. That spectrum.
Gap's, fairly
you're worse. You're the worst out of both of us.
Yeah, I'd say Gap's probably the smuttiest in the army.
Even Rolando says, "What? Bob finished the build."
I have learned from my master to be slutty.
Yeah,
Master Rum.
Yeah, you've done well. You've done well. I've enjoyed the conversation. We are at the end of the stream. It's been a good conversation, though.
It has been
a good stream.
Yeah. and no probing. So I don't know,
that's right.
I don't know what that means, though. I mean, has vaults been probed before?
No, I haven't either.
I have what? Sorry?
You have, Gap. You've been probed, haven't you?
No.
You have.
Remember, I'm going to come on your Monday stream with a helmet.
Oh, right. We'll do the probing then. Has vaults been probed?
No, I don't think vault's been probed.
No,
not been probed. What is probing, may I ask?
So, in order to
arse.
In order to come on the stream, you have to be inducted, and we haven't done the induction process, but there is a process.
It's quick and painful.
Do we want to probe? Do we want to induct him now, or do we save it?
Yeah, let's probe him because.
And to be honest, I think we should save it for when we've got some of our master probers on.
Yeah, I mean,
Dave's put hair back on your face, Ed.
Dave's ready to probe.
Yeah, I know. I'm. Yeah, the beard.
I mean,
is gone.
I can probe. But we don't have G. We don't have LG. You know, like.
Let's get it out of the way. Let's get him inducted. You know, that's.
All right. Let me turn on my probe.
All right, hold on. There's a couple of things. First of all,
you want one or two fingers, Ed?
Could I have the bowling ball, please?
You want 3 fingers?
Yeah. Or unless you want to go for the full Kit Kat.
First of all, we just need to let the toy gods know for a second.
Compels you to make your offering to the toy gods. The dude compels you to praise to the toy gods.
Okay, the gods have been informed. Now you have to read the induction disclaimer.
Right. Okay.
Out loud. We need to hear you say it.
I do solemnly swear that any rashes, boils, ailments, diseases, or trauma that I suffer today will not be used in a court of law against Salacious Rum in the efforts of seeking damages for libel, defamation of character, any loss of income suffered through loss of reputation or medical expenses required as a result of probing or subsequent PTSD. I swear in the name of the creator, GL.
George Lucas, of course. Okay, has everyone got their prober to hand? Gap, have you got a prober ready?
I got my fingers.
I think I'm gonna use Mr. Bean. Bendy Mr. Bean. Okay. Let's bring up the official probing music. Hold on. Where is it? All right. The probing is about to begin. Have your probers at the ready?
At the ready. I got my first finger.
Probe him.
You want 2 fingers there?
Bend over, Volts.
Probe him.
Get it in there.
Dave, you're probing the wrong way. You've got to probe down. Probe down. Probe him down. No, you're probing the wrong way, Dave. That's it. Stick it in him. Pinky, you're probing the wrong way.
You feel that?
No, I'm not.
Ed?
You are.
Ed?
He goes sideways.
Ed.
Oh, you're sticking a
Ed.
handle in him. You're sticking a handle in him.
Oh, Ed.
Probe him.
Oh, Spectrum. Oh, my God.
Oh, stick it in him.
Oh.
Stick it in him. He's probing back. He's being probed.
But he's being safe about it.
Oh.
You want a condom on? I'll put a condom on, Ed.
I do declare the Vaults of Icon is now an official Lego stud. On this day 4, you you may come and go as you please on the Lego Stud stream. Congratulations.
Thank you. I consider myself thoroughly pro.
You look like you enjoyed it, Ed.
Well, you know, don't knock it till you try it.
Roomba, roomba, ba, ya, ya.
What about Roomba?
Roomba, roomba, ba, ya, ya. Hoo-ra-doo-ra-doo-ra-da. Oh, Ed got pro today, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, mamba. Ooh, yeah, 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 rumba, yeah.
All right. Good way to finish the stream. No, we can't have too much maturity in one stream. Got to inject a little bit of smut, haven't we, Gab? So
Yep. Smut we did.
So there you go. We've brought our army a good probe at the end of the session. So thanks for watching, everyone. You guys are the MoNKey-LiZaRD army. Please smash the like button. Leave us a friendly comment and subscribe to all the channels. Let's go around the room one by one. We've got our very own resident Ghostbuster, Mr. Dave's Dimension.
Roadrunner.
You did him.
Coyote.
You did him. Very
Yep.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah, of course, Coyote's going to get blown up in just a minute, so, you know.
Very nice. Very nice. Please subscribe to the Dave's Dimension YouTube channel for all your Ghostbuster desires.
Yep. And on Wednesdays, you can check out my channel and also the Outer Dimension podcast where we talk movies with me and Dre of the Collector's Safe Space. So please check that out.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Next up, we have England's number one 13-year-old dogger, often found on the A38 lay-by next to Sue's Cafe, with his little white bum pressed up against his Renault Clio Sport, going up and down. It's the Peaky Arrow. What up, Peak?
So we've got another interview video coming up this week with our good host Salacious Rum.
When does that come out? When does it come out? When is it?
Wednesday.
When?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, cool.
Wednesday. Well, I tried to ask serious questions,
You
and
did.
Rum gives me not so serious answers.
What? They were very serious answers, Peaky. Very serious.
And on Friday, we've got another Among Us game night video coming up because last week's I had to quickly scurry to my PC to delete it because there was no audio throughout the entire video. So I had to scrap that video on Friday.
You're right. We are brick babeless today. That was a very testosterone-driven probing. But you know, this is the way we roll, Bow. You know, any hole's a goal. We support inclusivism, especially thespianism. We're very much pro thespianism. So yeah, Peaky, go and subscribe to the Peaky Arrow channel, the Peaky Arrow Productions.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of stuff coming up, especially this week where I'm off work, so I'm going to be recording a lot of videos. So
very good, very good. The general.
Hello.
The general of the attack squad. You'll be lurking, I'm sure.
You want me to say something? Oh.
Yeah, we do. We do.
I'd take you back to retro goodness with my collection and videos, and thank you for having me. And the chat's wonderful.
The general
Gap.
There you go.
Gap After Dark 2034.
Go and do it. Go and do it. Give him some love. Well, don't give him too much love because you'll get, you'll get carried away. Mr. Volts, welcome to Lego Studs. You are now an official Lego Stud, so thanks for coming. And it does genuinely mean you can. We don't take this too seriously. People turn up as and when they want and jump in. There's no airs and graces over here on the Lego Stud, so you're very welcome anytime.
No, thank you.
Good to have you, sir. Anything going on your channel or on your website that you want to promote before we go?
Right, yeah. I've the website just has some written reviews and photos on YouTube. Is that a dog? On YouTube, this Thursday coming up will be the Collector's Archive. I do a thing called the Collector's Archive where I interview fellow collectors about their collection, their collecting journey, and we also delve into a bit of retro past as well about things that influenced them as a collector when they were growing up. That's going to be coming to an end soon because that's on its 4th season, and I've decided to end that on its 4th season. But replacing it will be KoWaKiaN TV. I'm just title at the moment. I'm not going to tell you what I want it to be a surprise of what it's going to be. But KoWaKiaN TV will be replacing that. But you can also find me as well on Instagram, where I just take a load of photographs of stuff like Transformers, Action Force, Star Wars, GI Joe. You know, there's just all sorts on there. So and also dabble in a bit of just general Transformers history and kind of like knowledge and things like that. So yeah, that's me.
Very good, very good. Make sure you go and sub and go and follow on Instagram. That's awesome.
Are you live again? Are you live again tonight, Volt?
No, I'm not going to be live again tonight. I don't have the time tonight, unfortunately. I've got this review to finish, and then I've some editing of the Collector's Archive that's going out this Thursday to finish off. So I'm just not going to have the time tonight.
Very good, very good. Salacious, what's going down on the Salacious Rum channel? Well, Bob, we've got MoNKeY-LiZaRD to hang out on Monday, and I'm welcoming in Seriously Star Wars to the show, so I'll be interviewing Seriously Star Wars. So come and check out MoNKeY-LiZaRD hang out. And then the week after, we've got Monkey Boys Toys coming on. But I am looking to book guests throughout March, so if anyone out there wants to come on MoNKeY-LiZaRD hang out on one Monday night in March, hit me up in the DMs, and also send me rude pictures. Right, thanks everyone for watching. I am Salacious Rum, leader of the MoNKeY-LiZaRD army. You are the MoNKeY-LiZaRD army. Hashtag MLA. Cry God for Harry, England, and St. George. And remember, MoNKeY-LiZaRDs are for life. Not for spit roasting. Are they, Gap?
Nope.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Fare thee well.
Goodbye.
original pirate material. Monkey Lizard Beats.